Hi guys, Diecast Empress here, back for another quick cars review. Now today I am going to be reviewing a brand new car from Cars on the Road, well the Cars 2023 Case B. Cars on the Road character here is Gearsten Marshall. Now I am unbelievably excited to be reviewing and finding this guy. I went into B&M here in England on the 18th of December, so that was literally just a few days back, or yesterday even, and I found this guy as well as a few of his other case friends and had to snatch him up. He looks absolutely incredible, and yeah, like I said, I can't believe that we're already finding Cars 2023 Case B characters and we're still in December, so we're nice and ahead of the game for once, which is amazing for any English Cars fans. You know how much of a pain it can be to find cars sort of actually new and in the wild. You always have to find them on eBay, or if you're lucky, go into Smith's and see if they've got them. But yeah, the fact that B&M had 2023 Case B already is, yeah, shocking, absolutely shocking. So without further ado, let's have a quick look at Gearsten Marshall here. So as always, the Cars on the Road characters are always on this beautiful map design that's really, really intricately done and have the Cars on the Road logo. Now, because this is a English/international package, we don't only get Gearsten on the back, we don't get any of the other case friends of his, as well as that map design and the logo itself. So I think without further ado, we should crack this guy open and have a good look at him. So this is Gearsten Marshall. Now, Gearsten here is part of the Cars on the Road Salt Flats episode, and it's quite an odd one considering that Gearsten here does have the non-salty tyres, if you will. The rest of the Cars on the Road characters from the Salt Flats episode all have salty tyres. Now, himself has got really beautiful decals. I absolutely love the yellow and blue. I think it pops really, really well, as well as sort of the inner colouring of the fender here. It really does look like he's just removed his wheel arches and you can sort of see the internal colouring. It's got some really beautiful decals on him. He's got RDRR and 15, as well as that 04 in the sort of old school slanted style blue with the white background. Another one of the 04 on top and a different, slightly different designed 04 on the hood. If you're looking at the back of him, he's got sort of the bolted on trunk, and these aren't just decals, they are actually raised rivets that you can feel, as well as that 04 and the tiny 15 again. He does have a plastic bumper with where a license plate would be, but no license plate. But I suppose as a salt flat racer, he doesn't really need a license plate. But this whole piece is a individual plastic part that does come sort of off the base if you were to take off the rivets. Speaking of the base, he is nice and clean under here. There's no sort of extruding parts, but you can still see what would be like the drivetrain and things like that. And then he is made in Thailand with his good date stamp and Mattel and Disney Pixar and all that good stuff. Now, he is completely different to the other Cars on the Road molds we've been getting of this similar design. Let me just bring out some of my counterparts for you here and we can have a brief look at him. Okay, so do have some friends for Mr. Gearsten Marshall here. Starting off with Royce Revsley, who is a very similar design to Gearsten himself, as you can see. Only real big differences sort of straight off the bat are the backs here and the fact that the tyres are so vastly different. I do really wish that they had done sort of the mud version of the tyres that we got with the XRS line, but sort of salty. I'd love to have seen that on these guys instead of the sort of either pure white or the pure black. I'd like to have seen sort of a compromise of the two. So as you can see, you got Royce Revsley and Gearsten Marshall here. Now, I unfortunately do not have a, what is his name? I unfortunately don't have a sort of metal version, the die-cast version of Revo Koss at the moment, so we'll have to use my colour changer one as a stand-in. But as you can see, I think these guys are going to look incredible together. I can't wait to get myself a die-cast Revo Koss to go with my three here, my Royce Revsley and my Gearsten. So we also get, I thought I'd get out, to sort of go with this group, the Salt Flats group. We've got the Sarah Cogs and the Noriyuki as well. But, and we had to get out Dutch Jamming as well to get sort of the group together. But another comparison that I often see made with Gearsten and Revo and the Royce Revsley character molds is with River Scott here, because they are very similar in design. River obviously has a little bit more in terms of the fender and bodywork, but with the whole riveted on back end, they are very similar. So I thought I'd get them all out together and get a nice little group shot, as you can see, of these sort of old school style racers from here around the world. I don't know, I'm waffling on as always, so I think what I'm going to do, guys, is I will leave you all with that one, and I will catch you all in the next one. Thank you very much for watching. Thanks, guys.